Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now I know that if you watched my last MTS video, you will see the exact same makeup, exact same t-shirt, which is by the way one of the t-shirts from SJ Merch, which is Shreya Jain's own merch line. The only thing that you probably did not see were these hoops because I put them on after. But yeah, this video is going to be my second part in my MTs for the day and probably for maybe a month or two at least. But yeah, I basically filmed my earlier MTS video, but then I realized that, you know what, I have a ton of more stuff to talk about, but that video is like almost half an hour long. So I was like, you know what, let me do a part two, let me film a separate video and not make like one 45-minute long MTS video. So yeah, we're gonna do a part two. I'm gonna talk about some more products which are still in this bag right here, and we're gonna talk about them, and I'm gonna tell you whether I like them or I don't like them, whether I'm gonna repurchase them or not repurchase them. Also, the first thing which I just took out, by the way, is super duper empty? No, greasy and sticky. It's empty as well, of course. It's an empty video, but it's super duper like wet and sticky because some of these things have actually come out of my shower. So yeah, since we picked, like, this is the first product which I took out of the bag, let's talk about this. This is the Dove Nutritive Solutions Intense Repair Shampoo for Damaged Hair. Now I don't have damaged hair, and I feel like, I mean, I don't know how well this would work if you have damaged hair, but I have dry ends and I have an oily scalp. I feel like this is the perfect consistency where it is not that creamy. Like, it's creamy, of course, it's a little creamy, but it also does a very good that also does a very good job of like cleaning my scalp, getting rid of all of the oiliness and grime from my scalp, and it does not dry out my ends or anything. So I do really like this. I do believe I've mentioned this in a previous MT's video as well, so I guess this is my second bottle, maybe third, I'm not sure. And this is the 1 liter size, so it's like literally the most like ginormous huge bottle of shampoo that you can find, and I will repurchase this for sure. This is also something I believe I meant, like the last time I mentioned this in an MT's video, I mentioned how this is also a great shampoo for guys, and I was almost going to drop it. But yeah, this is also a shampoo that I personally know guys who use this. So yeah, if you're looking for something for your boyfriend, your brother, your father, your uncle, any guy in your life, or maybe even a guy friend, this is definitely something that you could go for, something that you could recommend for them. So yeah, this was my first empty. Another thing that I got also from my shower is this body wash right here, or shower gel. This is the N11 coconut and vanilla shower gel. It's also got shea and vitamin E, and it's supposedly made in England, but this is super duper cheap. The price tag is gone off, and it says 300 on the back, but it was definitely a lot lesser. I believe this was hardly like 150 or 200 bucks. So super duper cheap. I got this from Beautiful. And normally whenever I talk about body washes, I never say that I'm gonna particularly repurchase a body wash, but this one I love the smell so much, and I literally finished this today morning, and I'm waiting for Beautiful to open again. Like, when I'm filming this, we're in lockdown. I don't know if we're gonna still be in lockdown when this video goes live. Probably won't, because I see myself posting somewhere in like July or August or something like that, to make sure I'm not posting MT's videos constantly. Like, that's not the only video I want you to watch on my channel. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I would have repurchased this by the time you're gonna watch this video, because trust me, once lockdown is lifted and once all the stores open back again, I'm gonna go to Beautiful, and I have a couple of things that I have to repurchase, and this is one of them. And I've also used the apple and Apple and something, I don't remember. I mentioned in one of my previous videos. It was the same brand. It was a red color shower gel, which obviously you did not see the red color because it was empty. But yeah, I'll probably repurchase the Apple one, and I will repurchase this one, and I will check out if they have more like interesting scents or like fragrances in the range, because I really like the shower gel, and it's a great value. So I'm definitely going to repurchase this one. I normally don't say that for shower gels, but this one is an exception. And I kept the bottle on the floor and then it fell, which is why it made that noise. So yeah, we have that. Now moving on, next we have this super sticky grimy bottle of serum. This is the Celon B1 Solution Skin Normalizer. This is basically their BHA. Now, I bought this like a long time back, and I don't know for how long. This bottle of empties has been, like this empty bottle has been in this bag, but this is something I used up a long time back. I bought this because I saw this brand at a very crazy, like it's a very crazy brand when you see the MRP, like in terms of price, it's crazy. But when I bought this, it was on 50% off, and that's the only reason I bought this. But it's not something that I see myself repurchase. I don't even know if it's still available on Nykaa. But yeah, I feel like any BHA serum, like there are a ton of other BHA serums which I'm looking at trying out. There is also the Tricone Radiant Skin, which I really love. That's also an AHA BHA. So yeah, I would rather repurchase that. I wouldn't really repurchase this. It was because it was good, but it was not that good that I would actually go out and repurchase this. It was not miraculous or life changing. I feel like I say that for a lot of like okay-ish meh kind of products. So yeah, this was one of those. If you also see it at a crazy discount offer and you really want to buy it, I wouldn't say that you're going to waste your money, but you could rather buy other things as well, is what I'm trying to say. Moving on next to another product which I feel kind of similar for. This is the Dot & Key Matte Finish Moisturizer and Serum. So this is basically what I would consider the ideal moisturizer for someone who has oily skin but does not like gel moisturizers. I don't know why you would not like a gel moisturizer, because I have more oily skin and I love gel moisturizers. I could live on gel moisturizers, literally, like not eating but like for my skin. But if you are someone who does not like gel moisturizers, you like cream moisturizers and you have oily skin, I feel like this is going to be your go-to favorite, because it's a cream consistency, but it leaves a very nice matte finish on the skin when you apply it. And I've used up the whole thing obviously, which is why it's in my empties video. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but yeah, I feel like it is a great product. If you have normal to dry skin, it's not for you. Only if you have normal to oily skin and you like creamy moisturizers, then this is for you. But I feel like it's expensive for what it is, and there are cheaper products which I like better. Like the Pond's Gel Moisturizer is my favorite daytime moisturizer, and I would rather use that rather than go ahead and repurchase this one, because again, it's nice, it's a great product, but I am not the target audience who will absolutely love this. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about this. So again, great product. If you're interested in, then definitely go ahead and buy it. I don't see why you would not like it. But yeah, I forgot to mention, this has a more, it's a very fragrant product. So if you're sensitive to scents, if you don't like heavy fragrance in your skincare, you would not like this. I don't know if it's the natural fragrance or if it's artificial fragrance. Dot & Key is more of a natural, like sort of clean brand. So I'm assuming that it's natural fragrance and not artificial. But again, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. It does mention on the packaging that it has lavender and tea tree oil, and it definitely smells of that. So yeah, that was my thoughts on this. Then moving on, why do I keep things on the floor and then they just fall without even me touching them? I don't understand. Also, if my voice sounds a little cracky, I filmed multiple videos today and I've been talking so much, which is why my voice is cracking a little bit. So I'm really sorry if that bothers you. Trust me, it bothers me too, like my throat is hurting right now. But unfortunately, there is nothing that I can really do, so we just have to deal with it. Again, I am extremely sorry for that. Okay. Moving on next, I removed like a bunch of things from the bag. One of the first things was the Jovies SPF 25 Fairness Gel. It's a paraben-free sunscreen. It's supposed to have sun protection, skin lightening, ultra soothing. But this was a sunscreen basically which I really love. But what I don't like about it is that it does not mention the UVA and UVB protection. It does not also mention like the PA triple plus and all of that. So I don't know if this is broad spectrum or not. I actually used this in quarantine the whole time when I was at home. I use this because I use vitamin C in the mornings even when I'm at home, and I want to make sure that when I'm using a vitamin C, I have to have a sunscreen on my face after using the vitamin C. So yeah, that's the reason why I use this, and I pretty much used up the whole thing. I mean, we've been in quarantine for like 2 months now, so obviously I'm not surprised that I used up the whole thing. So yeah, I wouldn't repurchase or recommend it, but if you're looking for a gel sunscreen and you don't care about the UVA, UVB, broad spectrum, PHA plus, that whole situation, then yeah, it's a very inexpensive sunscreen. It's just 125 bucks, and you get 50 grams of product, and this one would last you, I would say, a month, even if you're using it every single day. So yeah, it is very very inexpensive, but the fact that it does not mention the broad spectrum really bothers me, which is why I wouldn't be repurchasing this. But yeah, you can decide what you want to do, is what I would say. Moving on, next, another product. This is a makeup empty actually, and I believe it's the first makeup empty of this video. My previous empties had a lot of makeup empties, but for this video, this is the first makeup empties, and this is the MAC Mehr lipstick. I did I have shared my thoughts on this product multiple times throughout me owning this. I've owned this for 3 years, and I recently did a in my hashtag What the Hype series for May, I spoke about this one. Those are kind of like my updated full and final thoughts on the product. To summarize in 2 words, or like rather 2 lines, I would say, yes, I would be repurchasing this, not immediately, but eventually yes. And I'm going to actually save this for my back to MAC like collection. So I'm going to probably I'm sorry, repurchase this, and also maybe a couple of other products when I go to MAC post lockdown, obviously. And again, by the time you see this video, you would have probably seen me do like a haul and upload all those products. So I don't know why I'm saying this, but yeah, I will leave a link to the hashtag What the Hype series that I'm talking about, like that particular video, because I feel like I have gone in depth and spoken about this product enough. And that video is not too long back, like it was filmed I think maybe a week or two back. So my thoughts are completely the same, and I'm not gonna go on and on about it. But yeah, I will leave a link to the video. Go ahead and check it out. As a summarization, yes, I will be repurchasing this eventually. So yeah, you would have already seen it either, or you will probably see it in a while. So yeah, stay tuned. Moving on, next is another sunscreen which I feel like this one I finished up a while back, and again it's been in the empties bag for a while. This is the L'Oreal Paris UV Protect Super Aqua Essence Fresh Hydrating UV Watery Gel SPF 50 plus and PA 4 pluses. So yeah, this one again mentions UVA. It does not mention UVB. No, it does mention UVB as well. It mentions UVA plus UVB plus long UVA. I don't know what that means, but yeah, this is again a sunscreen which I feel like you would really enjoy if you like more creamy or lotion sunscreens. It mentioned a gel, so I was assuming this to be like something that looks like a lotion but like gets absorbed very quickly like a gel, and I feel like this is somewhat like that but not completely, which is why it's not one of my absolute favorites. It's a white color, lotiony consistency, gets absorbed pretty quickly but not as quickly as I would want to. Could leave a white cast, again depending on how well you blend it into the skin. Would I repurchase this? No. It's also slightly more expensive than other sunscreens that you could find, and yeah, not something I would personally highly repurchase or recommend. But maybe if you have like a Shoppers Stop gift card or a lifestyle gift card, and they have a L'Oreal counter and you want a sunscreen, you can spend your money on it. But otherwise I wouldn't highly repurchase, or I wouldn't repurchase for sure. I wouldn't highly recommend either. It was okay, it was like meh. So yeah, that was that. Then we have the Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio Primer. I mentioned in my Project Pan video, my first update. I mentioned the matte lipstick also, by the way, I forgot to mention that. But this one for sure I mentioned, and I mentioned both the products. Again, I will leave a link to that if you're interested. I will leave my Project Pan introduction video and my update in the description box. Yeah, I mentioned I finished up this product in that video. But if you've watched my videos on a consistent basis, I mentioned in one of my videos in Everyday May that I don't see myself using primer as regularly. Like today when I did my makeup, I did not use a primer, and I have seen myself using primers less and less. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't want to repurchase a ton of primers. If I do repurchase any primers and like want to have them on backup, it's going to be the Miss Claire ones, the green one and the beige one, depending on which one I can find easily. So yeah, those are ones that I see myself like actually repurchasing. This one is it's a white color primer, which I feel like when you start applying it, it feels like it's gonna like turn into a powder kind of a consistency. So it's got that whole silicone smoothing feel. It's a really good primer if you're looking for a smoothing primer. But then again, I don't see myself repurchasing this because I much rather prefer the Miss Claire ones, and I would recommend it if you specifically want a Maybelline primer, if you specifically want a smoothing primer. But then again, I feel like there are so many primers which are similar to this. You can find cheaper ones, like the Maybelline ones are cheaper. So I would rather recommend that one because that is again something I'm personally going to repurchase. So you obviously know that I prefer the Miss Claire one over the Maybelline one, which is why I wouldn't highly recommend it. But if you want to again go ahead and spend your money on it, I don't feel like you're going to regret it. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this. Then moving on, next I have this T9 sample. It's the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment. I bought this in a set with a lot of Glam Glow masks a long time back. I believe it was a year or like 1.5 years back. It's been a while. This one I feel like is one of the other Glam Glow masks which I feel like is actually worth the money. The Super Mud is my favorite from Glam Glow. That is my favorite mask from the brand. And this I would say is my second favorite. I see this being a great nighttime moisturizer in the winters, so I might repurchase that. But then I also feel like I am kind of in this phase where I'm loving to try out a lot of like sleeping masks. So if I find something that I feel like is more affordable but does something similar to this, then I feel like I won't repurchase this. But it's something I actually do see myself repurchasing, if you know what I mean. Like it's kind of again a maybe not kind of a situation, but I'm gravitating more towards yes, I will. So yeah, if you have the money, I would suggest. My camera cut me off somewhere, I'm not sure, but I believe I was talking about me repurchasing this, and I would say that if you have the money to go ahead and buy this, if you have dry skin, I think you're going to love this. But again, it's going to be a very expensive product to repurchase like throughout the year. But if you're someone like me who has more normal to oily skin rather than normal to dry skin, I feel like I can maybe buy like the 50-gram size of this and use it like for the whole of winter as a nighttime moisturizer. So yeah, that's how I see myself buying this and repurchasing this. But if you have dry skin, I would not recommend you to like, I mean, I myself, I don't think I would ever like buy this like constantly as a like I think it's way too much money to spend on this. Like if you have dry skin, you have to constantly repurchase this like every 2 to 3 months. It's going to be way too expensive. So yeah, I feel like if you have the budget, if you have the money, you will buy it. If not, then also I don't know if Sephora stores have Glam Glow like in store. I think they do because I remember seeing this in the Millard Sephora in Mumbai, by the way. So if you can get a sample of one of these, then maybe get a sample and try it out and decide that way. So yeah, that's what my thoughts are on this particular product. So yeah, that was that. Now I'll just quickly talk about 2 more things and then we'll get done with the video, because again I can tell that this video is going to be a relatively more longer one, just like the last one. So yeah, I'll just talk about these 2 and then we'll be done. So I have the Sunday Riley CEO Vitamin C Rich Hydration Cream. Now my biggest beef with this product is that it says that it's a lightweight moisturizer when you read like the packaging. I don't think it says on this, but if you like read the outer cardboard packaging, it says it's a lightweight moisturizer, and it definitely isn't. Like if I use this in the daytime, I'm going to look like an oily, greasy, sticky, sweaty mess. So I would never ever use this in the daytime. It's way too heavy. as a nighttime moisturizer, I don't like using vitamin C in the night time, which is why even like using this was really difficult for me. I had to just use a hydrating serum and then put this on top, and that is how I got myself to like use up the entire thing. By the way, this is the smaller size that you can buy on Sephora. This is the 15-gram size, and then you also have the full size, which is 50 grams. So yeah, this one I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't repurchase for sure. I wouldn't recommend if you have oily skin. If you have more normal to dry, then maybe you might like it. I also did not see a lot of great like benefits in terms of the whole glowing of my skin aspect and like the vitamin C helping with marks or anything. But of course I understand this is 15 grams and it did not last for a very long time. So obviously you need to use a product constantly to actually see results in terms of the vitamin C and the brightening and all of that. So yeah, I feel like this product is a no for me, but something that I actually did really like from the brand, and something that I do see myself buying the full size when I probably go back to the US, or if I have someone coming down from the US anytime in the distinct future, nowhere in the near time future. It is the Tidal Cream. This is the Brightening Enzyme Water Cream, or the Tidal Cream by Sunday Riley. Again, I bought the 15-gram size, and this one, what I really like about it and why I see myself repurchasing this is A, it's a more lightweight moisturizer. B, this one actually contains alpha arbutin in it, which is a brightening ingredient, so it's kind of like vitamin C because it does a similar job in terms of brightening, but it's not similar like overall. So yeah, this one has alpha arbutin in it, which I really like because I feel like I don't have to use a separate vitamin C and a separate moisturizer. I just have a brightening active ingredient in my product, which is my moisturizer. So I can just use like a face wash, a toner maybe, and then this, and then maybe a sunscreen. I'm done. So like if I'm traveling or if I want to do my skincare routine like super quick in the morning and all of that stuff, I feel like it's a great product. Again, I see myself using this mainly for travel because when I am traveling, I don't want to carry like a lot of different products. Or like if I'm going even for a sleepover at a friend's house, I always carry all of my skincare. So yeah, for those occasions, I feel like it's a really great product. If I'm at home, I don't see myself using this as much. So maybe I would again buy like one of this and like use it for the whole year. In one of my previous empties, and like in the video prior to this, which I filmed today itself, I mentioned this one. It's the Dr. Sheth's Clarifying Sulfur Mask. So I mentioned this is one that I like to repurchase and have on hand and use maybe like every once in a while. I feel like this is kind of similar. I would maybe like buy one of this and use it for like a year or two only on certain specific occasions. So it's one of those kind of products. So I hope I was able to explain that really well. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. I feel like I've been talking so much because I've filmed so many videos back to back. So yeah, my throat is like dead right now, but I really hope that you found this empties video helpful. I would request you definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel and also hitting the bell button because that way you get me every single time I post a new video. And your support to me in terms of you subscribing would mean the absolute world to me. I've noticed a lot of you guys who are watching my videos are actually not subscribed. So please just subscribe before you leave. And I will also leave my Instagram in the description box down below. So just in case you're interested in following me there, you can follow me there as well. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I will link all of the videos which I spoke about, like the hashtag What the Hype, the Dot & Key skincare review. What else did I mention? I think yeah, those are the two videos which I mentioned, and my Project Pan videos. I will leave all of that along with like I have a empties playlist as well on my channel. So you can go to my channel, you can go to playlists, and you will see all my public playlists. I have a few private ones as well, which are for like videos that I watch. But yeah, in my public playlist video, you will find an empties playlist. So if you love empties videos, you can go and watch some of my like older empties videos as well. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye.